So the opening race of the women's 100 meters T11, it's only the winner who goes through, and the next four fastest loses. Nobody in this race has yet won a medal. Doha this week, but that could change. World record, championship record still held by Teresina Guillemina.
And that is the question, isn't it? In this race, can Guillemina redeem herself when she runs, which will be in the second heat. But in heat one, Oja of Finland, who goes from lane 1, Ji of China, who goes from 3, Takada of Japan in 5, and Harusa Heber Santos, silver in 2013, disqualified in the 200-meter heats after a false start. So talking of redemption, with her compatriot Guillemina, Santos will be looking for some type of redemption as well. It was a Brazilian 1-2-3 in Lyon 2 years ago. First to qualify, the next 4 fastest across the 3 heats will go through, but that is a false start. And it looks like the Japanese athlete, Takada, in lane 3. So that could be tragedy to start the morning for Japan. So it's the Chinese athlete, Ji, who's gone. It wasn't Takada. That's a green card that's given there. So we do all have all 4 runners still taking part. Zhang Jinjian of China, and Takada of Japan in lane 5, right next to her. So the T11 category, the most visually impaired of the T11 through to T13. The favourite will go from lane 7 in this race. Silver medalist 2 years ago, Harusa Heber Santos and Luis Enrique Barbosa da Silva, the guide. .12.52 there, but she, 12.47 lifetime best ran this year. Teresina Guillemina is the championship and world record holder, and they get away at the second time of asking. Ji over there in lane 3, who gets away very well. On the outside, though, it is Santos of Brazil who's just taken the lead, but Ji striking back on the inside. It is going to be Ji Zhongtingjian who takes the win in 12.93 seconds, just across the line, ahead of the silver medalist from 2 years ago in Lyon, Harusa Heber Santos. But the Chinese athlete, Ji, well, a green card was given early on, and the second time of asking they got away, and Ji started out very well, but Santos coming back on the outside in response. But Ji Zhongtingjian, who goes through 12.93, is the official time that is given to her in lane 3. Well, she'll qualify automatically to the semi-final, and that's her getting away there. The guy working very, very well in tandem with Ji Zhongtingjian. Shi Yang, the guide, just lets her go as he gets to the line, and across she goes to take first place ever so marginally in 12.93. Second place for Santos is 12.97, so just 0.04 of a second in it, and Takada of Japan in 13.85. Santos now needs to wait to see if she goes through as one of the fastest qualifiers in 12.97. That's going to be the mark that we are looking out for, with those 4 fastest to advance to the semi-final. So the first heat has been won by China, who lead at the top of the medal table with 22 golds after 5 days of action. We are here now on day 6, and Ji Xiongdan gets China underway. Could they be heading for more gold, silver or bronze? Well, there it is. The People's Republic of China, 41 medals in total, 22 gold, as I said a moment or two ago. Russia, who were top in 2013, they're second with 10 golds and 34. The USA in third, Great Britain in fourth, and Tunisia are in fifth with 9, leading the African countries, Germany, Australia and Poland there, making up the bottom of that first group of nations. Cuba with 6, Amara Durand on fire for Cuba in these championships with world records everywhere. Thailand doing ever so well in the T52 to 54 category, and more may be expected of them today on Tuesday. But that's Heat 1 out of the way in the women's 200 metres T11. We'll now be looking towards Heat 2 coming up in the next couple of minutes. Plenty of heat here today, 33 degrees at present. It is only going to get warmer as the morning goes on.
Don't really do bad weather here.
That's the way to do it. The towel across with a hat, keeping the sun off your neck.
Well, for a lot of the field athletes, that's what they're going to have to do today. There are quite a few tents out for the athletes to position themselves, but obviously they have to go out into the conditions to throw. Jump.
As we say in Australia, slip, slop, slap. Very loyal bunch of spectators here every single day. And the smart ones are staying out of the sun. They're enjoying it though. As we look towards the start line for the second heat in the women's 100 metres T11.
And it features the great Teresina Gilomina, 37 now. 2 silver medals here this week though, behind Lu Guiqing of China. 9 major championship gold medals. 2 at the Paralympic Games and 7 at World Championship level, and there she is. Still happy and buoyant, still winning medals. But will she leave here with a gold? So this, Esperanza Chikaso of Angola, Naya Ishatili of Namibia, alongside Teresina Gilomina in lane 7. T11, complete visual impairment. They all have guides, Baptista Shimanda and Suarez de Santana, respectively, for Angola, Namibia and Brazil. Only the winner and the next 4 fastest losers across all 4 heats will make it to the semi-final. So Chikaso in 3, Ishatile in 5, Gilomina is in lane 7. Second heat of 4 of the women's 100 meters. As always, perfection needed with the bindings for these athletes who are 100% without vision. Chikaso in 3, Ishatile 5, Gilomina 7, and they're away in the first time of asking. Gilomina looking so smooth, so comfortable. Chikaso's not doing too badly either, but it's going to be Gilomina and then Chikaso, and in third place Ishatile. 12.50, the unofficial winning time. And Teresina Gilomina gets another win. Goes through to the semi-final automatically. And has been rounded up to 12.51. So marginally slower. But she goes through to the semi-finals without much trouble at all. Good start. Solidly away with the guide Guilherme Suarez de Santana. Well into the rhythm. The guide with whom she got all the Paralympic glory back in 2012 in London. Didn't ease up until past the line. Gilomina wins 12.51. Jacasso's second front goal at 12.99. And Ishitile third, 13.35.
So time now to move to the first round of the men's Shot Put F44. Jackie Christensen of Denmark, gold medalist at the past 3 Olympic Games.
2 silvers here in Doha already. T13 of Brazil. Once again, it's just the winner short of a place in the semi-finals. Once again, Kwart for the start, please.
So the gold medalist at the last 3 Paralympic Games with his first effort. 16.54 for Jackie Christensen. That puts him into the lead. Lifetime best of 18.38, a season best of 17.24. Also the gold medalist at the last 2 World Championships.
So now the Paralympic and European champion, Ruslan Katishev, going in the opening round of the men's long jump. T11, and again the athletes here are totally blind. There's a much longer launch pad, and the measurement is made from the takeoff point to the sand.
Although Orla has been over 30 metres. And Ilka Vailuda of Germany.
As long as you don't go beyond the takeoff point.
5 is her best this year.
Go off before they simply measure to the end of the chalk, so you will give a little bit away.
Classes F51 to 57
Guide is there.
feature athletes competing in a seated position.
Clap for it
Trunk and leg function increases in
make
classes
noise.
F55 to F57, which is an advantage.
Tell the athlete when to take off.
A lower number indicates a higher degree of activity limitation.
Katishev, the European champion from Swansea last year, for the Paralympic Games in London 2012. World champion in this as well, we'll see a little later. The great Lex Gillette of the United States. Good field in this. Gillette has won a gold and silver in recent big championships. Silver at London 2012, and he is the reigning world champion. But now David Blair in the shot put.
David Blair's already had success at these championships. Silver in the Discus F44. Losing out to his compatriot Jeremy Campbell in that one. His first attempt, a lifetime best set this year of 14.36 metres for David Blair. And that one there is a new personal best of 14.57 even metres. So that is 21 centimetres improvement on his lifetime best. Puts him into second position. Jonas Spudas of Lithuania, the last of the athletes with their first round efforts. That is very, very tight indeed, but it is a red flag. So just sliding away to the right-hand side there for Spudas of Lithuania. Only just missed out on the outside. That was close. That was very, very close. But it is a foul nonetheless for Spudas, so he starts off with a non-throw. back to the long jump T11.
It's Oliveira of Brazil with his first round effort. The only mark on the board so far coming from Ruslan Katishev that we saw a few moments ago. And then the guy just obviously has to get out of the way, clip the chalk. So he didn't lose any distance. We've had a foul from Chen Xinyu as well in this. Oliveira 6:33 lifetime best for this year. I'll give you an update on how he does in a moment.
Time now to go back to the track for the third heat in the women's 100 metres T11. First automatically qualifies through to the semi-final. Next four fastest we're keeping an eye on to go through. Defending champion Teresina Guillermina winning the second heat. And Xi Jianting Jian winning the first. 13:85 now is the slowest of the fastest losers to go through. Four advancing to the semi-finals. In Heat 3, Thailand's Wanaruman, who goes from lane 3. T11 of Italy, bronze in the 2014 European Championships, goes from 5. But that lady there, Lu Ku Qing, she's already won gold over 200 and 400 of these championships, and she'll go in lane 7 as favourite in this heat for sure, and possibly a favourite to make it a treble at these championships. 12.15, a lifetime best. 12.13, the championship record. And Lu is quite capable of doing that in a heat, let alone a semi-final or a final. And here's Lu, who gets away very quickly indeed, straight out to the front. And Lu is racing away. It's going to be her in first place. It's going to be Thailand's Wanaruman on the inside in lane 3. He's going to take second. But let's have a look at the time. 12.49, so it's outside the championship record. It's outside Lu's lifetime best. 12.49. Kawalin Wanaruman of Thailand, who goes through in second place. 12.49 is the official time given to Lu Ku Qing. And Zhu Dongling, her guide, taking her through, looking for the treble. Wanaruman in second place, and T11 of Italy, the bronze medalist in the European Championships, who goes through in third position in Heat 3 of 4 in the women's 100 metres T11. 13.10, the official time they're given to the second placed Thai Wanaruman. But this is going to be some final in this first place already. Xi Jianting in Heat 1, Teresina Guillermina in Heat 2, and Lu Ku Qing winning Heat 3 in a time of 12.49 seconds. And welcome to Evan O'Hanlon.
Thanks for having me. Lu looked quite relaxed in that one, didn't she? I think she's got a little bit more left in the tank for the final.
Well, let's go back to some field action then. We're going to the long jump men's T11.
Oliveira 5.64 to go into second place. Azerbaijan now. This is Elshin Lordov. Potential here, 6.09 is lifetime best. 2015. Yang is our leader, 5.89. Costa de Oliveira, 5.64. Katishev, 5.55. These are our three distances to date. So here he comes. Used the board very, very well. Now that looks a good distance for Muridov. He's a solid 6-meter jumper. 5 of the field going past 6 meters this year. Couldn't have used that any better. And the guide obviously getting out of the way in time. They've got the technique. forward off knowing exactly therefore when to lead. A lot of training, a lot of practice. An entire faith in the guide, not just in this, but at triple jump as well, and the javelin, which are all T11, F11 events now. Being up to date with that in a second.
Back to the shot put, and that is the silver medalist from 2013, Adrian Matusik of Slovakia. Gold in the European Championships. 16:23, a lifetime best for Matusik. Jackie Christensen, who we heard a little earlier, current champion. Well, there is Adrian Matusik, 14:88 in his second attempt after fouling in his opener. So here is the man who's defending champion from 2013, won in 2011 as well, Jackie Christensen. That is well out there from Christensen. 16:54, his first throw, which had him in the lead, and 17:13 for the man who is double defending champion of Denmark, Jackie Christensen. Time now for Abdul Wareth of Egypt, his second attempt, 14:46 his first. Places him in fourth position. And that's going to be very similar to his first. Ibrahim Ahmed Abdul Wareth of Egypt. 14:59, so an improvement of 13 centimetres for the Egyptian. He stays in fourth place. So that's as it stands after round two. Jackie Christensen leading the way, and quite handsomely, 17:13. Adrian Matusik of Slovakia, 14:88, the silver medalist from 2 years ago, and David Blair, silver medalist in the Discus F44 category this year. He is in third position after 2 rounds.
So now they line up for the fourth and final heat of the women's 100 metres T11. In this, bronze medalist in the 200 metres. She's taken bronze at the last 2 major global championships. In the one, Julia Santos of Brazil.
So you can see why we need to have quiet for the long jumpers. They must be able to hear their guides at the far end of the runway.
Lavina Onyugbule of Nigeria
Shout them down the runway.
is in lane 1. Alina Samikhalina of Russia in 3. Julia Santos of Brazil in 5. And Pan Yu Ting of Chinese Taipei, they're in lane 7. Santos, the fastest in the field. 12:47 lifetime best this year. Next fastest is Bule, 12:64 this year. Samikhalina, the Russian with their guide, Bistrov, making sure everything is in position. Bule's guide is Chidozi Kalu. Samikhalina guided by Anatoly Bistrov. Julia Santos by Fabio Diaz de Oliveira Silva. It's only again the winner of this first round heat that goes through to the semi-finals, plus the next 4.
Nigeria in 1, Samikhalina of Russia in 3. Santos goes in lane 5. She was 4th in the 400 metres. She's also the quickest in the field at 12:47. And in lane 7, Chinese Taipei, Pan Yu Ting.
So Onyegbule, Samagalina, Santos and Pan. The four in this. Biggest crowds of the week so far, pretty much all congregated around the start line. Santos and 5, the fanciest. Diaz de Oliveira, her guide, just putting the hand up. Now, the guide did put the hand up. I think he's looking for a little bit more quiet. Fabio Diaz de Oliveira Silva.
Well, just got to
He
blame
put
it
the
on
hand up, they shot away, but I think this should be all right because the hand went up. And a little bit of quiet need, that's all.
You can blame it on the crowd, you can blame it on a number of things, but she might be blaming it on the boogie.
Once again, quiet please for the start of the sprints and the long jump.
In that situation, you can blame those false starts on a number of things, and sometimes it just comes down to blaming it on the boogie.
Somehow I think you're wrong. So here we go again. The last heat in the first round of the women's 100 meters T11. Onyegbule in 1, Samagalina in 3, Santos in 5. Pan Yu-Ting is in lane 7. That's a false start. Now that'll cause a bit of trouble. A little bit of commotion down there, certainly.
Of course, we'll let the officials make that judgment call, not for us to say. But,
now that one didn't look obvious. Onyegbule under the focus. Shot away ahead of the rest.
Back into the silver medal position. The medal places are chopping and changing in that competition.
The athletes here being vision impaired, they're a lot more susceptible to the crowd noise, and we do have quite the crowd in under the stands today.
Yeah, red flag, so Onyegbule is disqualified.
Women's 100 meter T11. So Samagalina of Russia in 3, Santos of Brazil in 5, Pan Yu-Ting of Chinese Taipei are remaining athletes. Hard lines to Onyegbule.
So reset, third time that the athletes have got down on the line. Samagalina in lane 3 for Russia, Santos in 5 for Brazil, and Pan Yu-Ting of Chinese Taipei is in lane 7. Well, now they're away. No problems this time. Third time lucky. Santos shooting away right down the middle. And she'll get the win for Brazil. Santos coming through. Samagalina in second place. And Pan in third. 12.77, the unofficial winning time, which was still good in the morning heat. It may be 10 a.m. here now, but it's in the mid-30s in terms of the temperature. And it is, by the way, it is a very, very dry heat. We're in the desert, lots of dust floating around. Gets everywhere. Samagalina, that might just be good enough. She put enough of a challenge for Santos in the end. Should be okay, but a very good start by Julia Santos, alongside Fabio Diaz de Oliveira Silva, who was responsible for the first restart, as he wasn't happy with the noise around. It has to be perfectly quiet for the athletes, obviously, because the only thing that helps them is the gut. No visual cue. So Julia Santos wins, goes through. 10.77 the official winning time. So Santos takes it. Samagalina, lifetime bets 13.18. She should be okay. And Pan Yu Ting coming third of Chinese Taipei. 13.61 was a lifetime best going into this. Cup and a hot drink, just what you want on a day like this. And an umbrella too, maybe.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the men's Javelin F55.
So it's the first medal ceremony of day 6. 24 in total over the day. This the men's javelin throw, F55.
The medals and flowers will be presented by Amir Al-Mullah, Chief Executive Officer of Doha 2015 IPC Athletics World Championships, and Mohamed Mzougi,
Bronze for Brazil.
the Tunisian Paralympic Committee.
Silver for Serbia
Winner of the bronze
and Bulgaria with gold.
representing Brazil, Jonas Ricardo Pereira.
So Brazil's Jonas Ricardo Pereira. Taking the bronze medal. South American record of 30.56 thrown by Ferreira. That came in his third attempt of the 6 last night. Milos Zaric and a lifetime best of 31.13. That came in his 6th and final attempt. He was in 3rd place, trailing Ricardo Pereira until the last of his 6 throws. And the man who took the gold medal in a championship record, breaking the mark set back in 2013 by Yasser Abdelaziz Al Sayed, who finished out of the medal places in 4th position here. The gold medalist, Mustafa Yusinov of Bulgaria, 32.01 meters for a new championship record. And a gold medal to Bulgaria. So out of 97 participating countries, 55 have received a medal, more than half. Time now, though, to pause a moment for the national anthem of Bulgaria.
Ladies and gentlemen, your IPC Athletics World Championship.
Well, that got the blood flowing, didn't it, first thing in the morning? Bulgaria with the first gold medal given on day 6 at the IPC 2015 Athletics World Championships. Don't forget you can get hold of us on Twitter at IPC Athletics, and also hashtag Doha 2015, and also hashtag Beyond Incredible.
Hang on,
But
you've
it's
taken
time
my
now.
job.
You disappeared. It's time now to head back to the men's long jump. T11 final.
And it's the first attempt of Lex Gillette in the long jump. Gillette, the reigning world champion, silvers in each of the last 3 Paralympic Games, the first of which in Athens when he was 19 years old.
Lex Gillette, the athlete with a copyrighted quote. He's I think the only athlete competing this week with a copyrighted quote. His quote is, "There's no need for sight when you've got vision." And how fitting, as he jumps for glory here.
Muradov 5.99, but now Gillette is in the lead, 6 meters 34. Javier Porras of Spain is up next. Bronze at the last Europeans in 2013, silver 2011 in Christchurch, and a bronze on the Europeans last year as well in Swansea. Couldn't have hit the board any better, really. Looks to be beyond 5.5. And then the measurement starts from where he takes off. Good coordination between him and his guide. Guide really having to get out of the way at the last minute if they're to do the job to the optimum best. 5 meters 89, and Porras goes third. So Lex Gillette leads after the opening round, 6 meters 34. Elchin Muradov of Azerbaijan is in second place, 5.99. And tied at the moment for third, Javier Porras of Spain and Yang Chuanhui of Chinese Taipei. Long way to go in this. It's one of those mornings in Doha. It's always one of those mornings in Doha.
Second medal ceremony of the day. 22 remaining after this one. On day 6, the men's Shot Put F34 final. It was an Iran 1-2. Colombia in third position.
You can see there 2 athletes electing to walk to the podium whilst one seated in his chair. These athletes using throwing frames and sitting whilst throwing.
And the man in the chair is Colombia's Mauricio Valencia. A season best, 10.93 for him in his 6th and final attempt. But it was Iran who collected the silver medal and also the gold. Mohsin Kaidi, 11.12 with his 3rd attempt. Iran in 11th position on the medal table. That they're their 6th silver in the men's category. And this here, their 3rd gold. Siamek Salah Farajdada, a world record. 11.52. The man from Qatar, Abdul Qadir Abdul Rahman. 10.68 was his mark beforehand in the world record. That's been broken. He missed out on the medal And it's around 1 and 2 and Colombia 3 as we now wait for the national anthem. I'll be round.
Ladies and gentlemen, your IPC Athletics World Championship medalists.
السيدات والسادة أصحاب الميداليات أبطال العالم.
So that is gold to Iran, silver to Iran, and Colombia picking up a bronze, but time to go back to the men's long jump T11 final.
And it's the reigning Paralympic and European champion, Ruslan Katushev of Ukraine. 5:55 in the opening round, leaving him quite a bit down. Knocking around 8th, 9th place. A solid opening effort, and now he can open up. No pressure, no foul early on. Six meters 04, Katushev for Ukraine goes second. Next Gillette, our leader in that, 6 meters 34. Terrific crowds today. All in the shade on our near side. It's just one of the vagaries of athletics that everybody is naturally going to want to go on the same side as the cameras. It's the best view after all. Later on the afternoon session though, we'll have a nice smattering of a few hundred on the far side again for the long jump and triple jump competitions. And 23 titles decided on day 6. 10-day competition this year. Joining the men's shot put now, and Adrian Matuzik of Slovakia, European champion, silver in the last Worlds, and that is a good solid throw, except for the fact it's a red flag. Matuzik at the moment in second place in this, 15:37 in the second round. The great Jackie Christensen has won the last 3 Paralympic gold medals, 17:13 the gold medal position. Abdel Wareth of Egypt, currently bronze.
The Slovakian there
position.
Electing to step over and cause the foul. Yeah. Didn't want to waste the judge's time measuring that one. He wasn't happy with it.
And we've got hashtags as well. Hashtag Doha 2015 on Twitter. It's at IPC Athletics. Also on Facebook, and Doha2015.org for the live results live stream, which if you're watching the live stream, you presumably already know about. It's also on YouTube Live, except in various major nations where you'll be watching, like CBC in Canada, Sport Deutschland in Germany. So now the men's Javelin F13 final from yesterday. A lot of drama in this, the placings changing majorly in the final round, apart from the main one, which was decided with the opening throw.
Winner of the bronze medal, representing Serbia, Nemanja Dimitrijevic.
Winners final throw. The Serbian Nemanja Dimitrijevic shot up into the silver medal position all of a sudden, but couldn't stay there. was a bronze for the Serb in the end. 59.82 it was for him. Then suddenly a massive throw of 59.97 for Sayed Irfan Hosseini Larafi of Iran. Grabbed the silver back. Salad Nigrast of Iran, before those two throws, was lying in the silver medal position. He'd had his last throw. It was solid. 59.42. He must have thought that that was it. Feared a little, but not much, and then fell outside the medals. But gold decided with the first throw of this man.
Representing Croatia,
World record of 65.72 for Croatia. Branimir Budatic, continuing his country's great recent tradition of field events.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Croatia.
السيدات والسادة الرجاء الوقوف في حال القدرة للسلام الوطني لكرواتيا.
Ladies and gentlemen, your IPC Athletics World Championship medalists.
السيدات والسادة أصحاب الميداليات أبطال العالم.
So Budatic, top of the pile. Croatia, Iran and Serbia with the medals here. So now Orla Barry of Ireland from East Cork, his second attempt in the women's discus F57. Seated category, 24.71 in the opening round to put her in contention. Orla Barry with silver in the discus in the Europeans last year, the previous Worlds, was European champion in 2012, and that puts Orla Barry into the lead for Ireland.
جمهور شكرا على الحضور يعطيكم العافية مرة أخرى. المرجو الهدوء.
Orla Barry beaten to gold at the Europeans last year by Stella Neva of Bulgaria. Gold in the discus and the shot put in Swansea. Twice European champion in the shot. Excellent at both disciplines, and you can see why. That's a brilliant throw by the Bulgarian. This will be very, very competitive. With Martina Willing as well from Germany, who's been winning gold medals in the throwing event since Barcelona 1992. 32.25. Stella Neva, our new leader for Bulgaria.
Leader with 6.34 in round one. That one's not going to be as.
And we also have Ilka Wailuda of Germany, the 1996 Olympic discus champion. Lex Gillette in the long jump. He is our leader, 6.34 in the opening round. Reigning world champion, finally top of the summit in Lyon.
Very proud of that achievement is Lex Gillette after some time trying to get that gold medal.
Now, problem here, he didn't use the board, which means the distance will be taken from the start of the chalk. And it will be measured quite low, I would think.
The athletes in this event are getting quite some height. I know it's called long jump, but they're actually jumping quite high. And if you were sitting down in the stands there, unawares of the competition going on, you may be forgiven for thinking it was raining men.
5 meters 12 from Lex Gillette. He's still in the lead, 6:34. And he has prime advantage. Lex Gillette leading, 6:34. Kautishev, Ukraine, 6:04. Muradov of Azerbaijan, 6:02.
Thank you very much. It's always helpful if you can be...
And whoever gave you that song title to read out should have realized in the same year the Pointer Sisters had jumped for my love at #1. Because I've sussed your plan out already.
Let me leave you two to talk about your song titles. We'll keep on with the action, shall we? The first round, first heat in the men's 400 metres T53. T53 category, normal arm function, of course, no trunk function. It's complete in a wheelchair for this one. European champion Motez Yomni of Great Britain will go from lane 6. Brent Lakatos, the championship record holder and defending champion from 2013, he will go in the following heat after this one. Yomni, the European champion and the 200-metre bronze medalist already here at these championships. In lane 6, Pierre Fairbank, silver medalist 2 years ago in Lyon, in his native country, will go from lane 7 outside of Yomni. Iceland's Anna Helgi Larusen will go from lane 3. Jean-Philippe Miranda of Canada in 4. Vitaly Gritsenko of Russia in 5. Yomni, as I said, of Great Britain goes in 6. Fairbank in 7. And Sopa Intersen of Thailand will go in lane 8. First two in each of the 3 heats will qualify, and the next 2 fastest will advance to the final. And away they are at the first time, and it is the man in lane 7, Pierre Fairbank, who immediately goes up on Sopa Intersen's shoulder and is past him in first place. Yomni of Great Britain is giving chase, though. He's moved up into second. Inside of him, it's Vitaly Gritsenko, who's keeping good pace. And further back from there, it's the Canadian Jean-Philippe Miranda. So at this stage, it is Fairbank in first place. It is Yomni of Great Britain who is in second. It's only the first 2 that go through, remember, in qualifying for the final from each heat. And at this stage, as they round into the last 100 metres, on the outside there is Pierre Fairbank, silver medalist back in 2013, who holds a handsome lead at the moment from Motez Yomni, who is being mowed down on the inside of him from Vitaly Gritsenko. But at this stage, it's Pierre Fairbank who goes across the line, 51.95. Yomni in second place, and Gritsenko goes across in third. So 2 qualifiers through to the final. Pierre Fairbank winning it in 51.95. That's an unofficial time at present, and it is Motez Yomni, the European champion, who goes through in second place. 51.94 is the official time there for Pierre Fairbank, and Yomni in 52.72.
Pierre Fairbank there going from the gun, getting out early and leading almost by the first exit from the first bend there. Yomni really made his move at the 150 mark, came through into second position, and from then on in, it was Fairbank, Yomni most of the way very comfortably.
Well, you can see from the start, can't you? Pierre Fairbank straight away. It took him only about 5 metres to get up on Sopa Intersen of Thailand and go right past him. And as they come into the final straight, he had a handsome lead, did the Frenchman. And he just eased up and coasted across the line, with Yomni having to put in a bit of effort to finish inside him. In second place, as he looks to improve on that 200-metre bronze medal he's already picked up at these championships. So there's confirmation, 51.94, Pierre Fairbank in first place. Motez Yomni of Great Britain in second, 52.72. And Gritsenko will need to look to go through as one of the fastest qualifiers, 53.37 for him.
Well, there was a protest overturned from the first round of the women's 100 meters T11. These are the 8 who progress. Lou and Guillermina faster than the rest. Santos, Gikasu, Wonarumon and Samaglina are the ones to progress. To the 5th round of the men's shot put, the F44, David Blair of the United States. He's 15 meters 20 so far. He's lying in 4th place. Can he get himself into the medals? Well, that's beyond 15 meters. It's a good, solid effort by David Blair. Already successful in the discus, won silver in that during the week. He's moved up to 15 meters, 49, and David Blair is in 2nd place.
Hasn't he had a good competition? Already with the silver medal in the discus and now in the silver medal position again.
Matusik now lying in 3rd place. But that might just change as well for the Slovak, the reigning European champion. He won silver in this 2 years ago. Ever-improving athlete. Oh, 15 meters 68 goes up into 2nd place. And the great Jackie Christensen next.
Christensen in 1st place, 17.18. This is his 5th attempt. The man everyone needs to catch. Double defending champion. And that looks reasonable indeed. But that is going to be a red flag. So a foul for Christensen. He still leads though, 17.18. And a handsome lead at that. He is 2 meters and 50 centimeters. 1 meter and 50 centimeters. My maths is poor. There we go. Ahead.
Putting for Egypt is Abdullah.
So Christensen leads, Matusik in 2nd, and Blair looking to add to that silver in the discus F44. He is in 3rd position with 1 round to go.
Now, Ilkka Wailuda, the 1996 Olympic discus champion in Atlanta. We've never had an Olympic champion then go on to take an IPC world title. She lost a leg around 5 years ago. 3 throws at a time. Currently Stella Neva, Bulgaria in the lead. Ireland's Orna Barry in 2nd place. And 3rd is Safia Jalal of Algeria. She's won a couple of medals at a time as well. Wailuda immediately up into 5th place, 22.35. And that's on countback. Another centimetre, and she'd have been up into 4th. She's 5 meters away from the medals at the moment, but her lifetime best is 29.91 as we go straight into the 2nd heat of the men's 400 meters T53. And it features the triple Pan Am Games gold medalists from Toronto this summer. Back in July and August, Brent Lakatos of Canada. Nicolas Brignon of France, 2 medals at the Europeans last year.
We're back on the track for the men's T53 400 meters. This is Heat 2 of 3.
Li Huzhou of China, silver. 2 years ago, the last Worlds in Lyon.
17.19. Can Christensen respond?
And on the track, we have the reigning world champion. This event's going in lane 5, Brent Lakatos from Canada. He's already picked up gold here in Doha.
Lakatos by far the man to beat in this. It's the first two who'll go through. It's Nasib Aritat of the United Arab Emirates in 3. Lee in 4, Lakatos 5, Matsunaga 6, Krunjet of Thailand in 7, Brignon in lane 8. Thailand's enjoyed a very impressive time so far in the wheelchair competitions this week. Can Krunjet possibly keep that going? But Lakatos flying at the moment. Well clear in lane 5. Lee also progressing quite well in 4 for China. Aridat trying to get back and make a little bit of ground if he can. Not sure he'll be able to, because it's all about Brett Lakatos here. Exquisite Lee. Lee the only one really at the moment able to keep up. As they straighten up, it's Lakatos in front for Canada. And now he can open up in this 400 meters. Gold in the 1 and 2 already this week. Lakatos will win. Lee in 2nd place. Krunjet 3rd for Thailand. Matsunaga 4th for Japan. 51.13, the winning time. And Brett Lakatos largely untroubled there. Now a judge has got a yellow flag up about something. Maybe there's been a lane infringement. That'll be studied. They'll look back at the footage. But for now, it's Lakatos who takes the win ahead of Lee and Krunjet. Lakatos and Lee. The 2 to go through automatically for now.
Lakatos really flying from the gun there and had a clear lead by 150. The Chinese athlete seemingly coming back on the final turn as they came into the home straight, but Lakatos too good, relaxing across the line. I think possibly the Chinese athlete may have something in the tank also for the final.
Well, Lakatos able to ease up a little bit, not by much though. Gets the win, another victory for Canada. Runs all the way for him here so far. 2 gold medals. He picked up 3 in Toronto earlier.
He'd improved his lead with 17-18 in round 4, but Adrian Matusik of Slovakia came out with a lifetime best 17-19. There you can see on the screen the situation.
Still a review
finished. So
of that yellow flag. Potential lane violation.
Last put. Jackie Christensen of Denmark has to be content with silver. David Blair, area record 15.49, is the bronze medalist. 1 centimetre between gold and silver.
So Ilkka Wailuda, his 2nd attempt, she's currently in 3rd place, 22.35. And a throw even similar to that would put her a place higher on countback. That might just be good enough, you know, actually. Legendary athlete, European champion for East Germany in 1990 in the discus, which was the last major championships before reunification. The wall had come down in Berlin the previous Christmas, famously. Still lying in 4th place, not an improvement. 3rd and final attempt, 22.35. In the opening round. I think that is a vast improvement. It's heading towards 25. Well, she's in her 40s now, mid-40s, but as you can see, still really looking after herself. That's beyond 23 meters. 23.96 for Ilkka Wailuda. And she is in big medal contention. Just to let you know, Krunjet and Brignon disqualified from that previous 400 T53 Heat. Live to the long jump. A big medal contender from Chinese Taipei, Yang Chunanhui, 6 meters in the previous round and needs only 2 additional centimeters to get into the medal shake-up properly into 3rd. Use the board well. The measurement will start from the tip of his toe, right to where the impact began.
Takeoff area, the chalk lead to the mark, and now the jump is measured.
Yes, Gillette with the lead, 6:34. That was a good effort by the athlete from Chinese Taipei. Going to Summers Taiwan. Oh, 5:97. Still marginally outside of the medals. That was a very good effort. Here's the full result. Brignon and Krunjet have now been disqualified, so Matsunaga of Japan elevated to third. Nakatos and Lee, the automatic qualifiers.
Of Azerbaijan on the runway. Guide in the far end.
Muradov of Azerbaijan. I think he used the ball quite well there. I think he just went towards the edge of it. He's lying in third place, 6:02. He's the athlete 2 centimeters clear of Yang at the moment. 5:99, 6:02. Really good going. European sporting world congregating in Baku a few months ago for the first ever European Games. There were no parasports involved in that. There was the first ever European Games, the likes of the Pan Ams and the Asian Games, the All African Games, well established for decades, but it was the first time ever with a European Olympic style competition. Mostly very well attended too. So Muradov 6:02 in the second round. Brilliant effort, 6:18. And Muradov, with a lifetime best, goes into second place.
He's already got a silver medal here in Doha in the 200 metres. Now going into the 400 metres. 2 fastest athletes will qualify for the final.
So back to the track for the final heat in the men's 400 metres T53. 6 athletes in total going in this one. Seaman and Paeu of USA and Thailand, the 2 to look out for. Seaman, who we've already seen in these championships in the longer events, he'll go from lane 3. Marcus Sutter of Switzerland will go from 4. Hiramichi of Japan in 5. Aminov of Russia in 6. Paeu, silver over 200 metres already, of Thailand in 7. And Aladwani of Kuwait will go in 8. 53:48 is the cut-off time for the 2 fastest qualifiers. If they wish to go through, and away they get. And out in lane 7 is the Thai athlete, Paeo, who gets away very quickly indeed. He's already gone past Aladwani of Kuwait, and coming up on the inside it's the Japanese Hiramichi, who's doing very, very well indeed. But inside him, Sutter of Switzerland has dropped right back, and Brian Seaman of the USA, as we expected, is coming through, and he's almost into second place as they take the bend around the 200-metre mark. But way out in front there, it is Paeo of Thailand who leads from Seaman of the USA, who's in second place. 2 quickest to go through, and then after that we're looking at the 2 fastest qualifiers with 53.48 the time to keep an eye on there for that one. But on the inside is now Brian Seaman, who's through in lane 3. He's in front, is the American. He looks like he's going to take it. In second place from Thailand is Paeo at 51.04, the unofficial time there for Brian Seaman. Paeo goes through in second, and in third place it is Hiramichi of Japan who takes the third place in the final heat of 3. 51.04, the unofficial time. It is now been ratified for Brian Seaman of the United States of America. He goes through in first place, and in second place Paeo of Thailand will also qualify in 51.51. And all eyes now on who goes through as the quickest of the qualifiers. Paeo in second place, 51.51. 51.04 for Seaman, 54.08 for Hiramichi. So by my reckoning, that means he's just outside the marks for qualifying. We'll bring you a full qualification of the 6 who are definitely through, we know of. But as we look for the 2 fastest qualifiers, but Brian Seaman there coming home very, very strongly.
Seaman there on the inside of the track started well, and I thought he got away to a bit of a flyer, but the Japanese on the back straight really made a move, coming through the rest of the field, getting to the lead. Seaman too strong for him on the second bend, so coming home into the straight and running away with it.
Confirmation there, 51.04 for Seaman, 51.51 for Paeo, and Hiramichi coming through in a time of 54.08. 4:08. But Hiramichi does miss out. It's Gritsenko who goes through as one of the fastest qualifiers. And it's also Matsunaga of Japan who make up the numbers for the final a little bit later on.
Team of Spain looking to get over the 6-metre mark for the first time in its life. Decent conditions here in Doha. Wind is now following, although a little bit to go with Javelin.
So the men's shot put F44 coming to its end in second place. This is Matusik, his final throw. Final lunge at a potential gold medal, and that's a solid effort. Well, these throwers could go up to 18.5 meters, the Jackie Christensen's world record. Ah, Matusik's in the lead, 17.19. The European champion might be on the brink of becoming the world champion. That's a lifetime best by almost a meter. So Jackie Christensen, a centimeter down, 17.18. He's won the last 2 world titles, the last 3 Paralympic Games crowns. He really has to pull it out. I don't think he has. The man who's regularly won gold year after year after year in this, looks like he's finally been beaten. And he knows it. Jackie Christensen finishes in second place. A massive upset. Matusik finally comes good after so many silvers. Matusik is the champion, and Christensen for once has to make do with silver. What a win for the Slovak.
Jackie Christensen, a huge name in this shot put event. He's been winning gold medals for years, and here's confirmation of the results.
17 meters 19, the winning distance for Matusik, lifetime best. Christensen in second place for Denmark, and David Blair with a continental record in third for the United States.
I really feel for Christensen there as another athlete with plenty of gold medals and having to back that up all the time. My heart will go on for Jackie Christensen.
So this is the men's long jump. A bit wavery, I'm afraid. I'm afraid that effort was a bit sunk. That was Nuri Bayev of Kazakhstan.
Yeah, that wasn't the best effort. A breakdown in communication, very, very vital in the long jump T11. Complete visual impairment, so they rely on the guide. Just confirmation of the 2.12 for the Kazakh. Xavier Porras of Spain. He's in 5th position. Lifetime best or season best of 55.89 in his opening jump. A foul in his second. As he looks to move himself further up. He's got 25 centimetres to make up if he wants to get himself up into the bronze medal positions. So you can see the guide there in a position for Porras. And you can hear the guide in the background there. Well, that looks like a legal jump for Porras. You can hear the guide clapping in the background and calling out because they have to give the athlete some help. There is the jump. That is perfectly fine. Porras in 5th position, 5.89, a season best.
Now winning the men's T54 400
bring you the
Athletes in T51 to T54
jump there for us in just a few minutes' time, but we're going to head back to the track first, and men's 400 metres T54 action.
Serious big names in the men's 400 metres. First round heat, Hoog, Van Weigel, Lou, the 100 metres champion. First two qualify for the final, and the next two fastest losers. And Leo Pakatati of Finland. Bit like Jackie Christensen, having a long winning streak brought to an end by Liu Yang of China in the 100 metres. Marcel Hoog with silver in the 5 is the reigning world champion. Away they go. Hoog, Van Weigel, Kisaro, Lapin, Liu, Tati, Nagao and Yantot are the 8 in this opening heat of 3. Hoog, as you expect, away very well indeed, and Liu and Tati too. Tati with a point to prove, and having lost to Liu in the 100 metres final, he would have to be drawn directly alongside him in this first heat of the 4. Liu has got a big point to prove, just to show it's no fluke. Tati, just for sheer pride, will be looking to get a win on the board, but it's Van Weigel way out in front as they straighten up, and Tati has got a bit of work to do. Tati, of course, brilliant in the 1. That is his main distance. Van Weigel on the way. Van Weigel and Liu takes it. Van Weigel second, Hoog third, and Marcel Hoog will have to wait to see if he goes through as one of the 2 fastest losers. 48.09 unofficial, the winning time. 48.08 official. Liu Yang takes it, and Tati well back in the end. Kenny Van Weigel taking second spot, and Marcel Hoog a little bit of a weight on, but he should be all right.
As you said, Tati well back in the end, but starting well. And Liu coming through on the home bend there to take the lead. Van Weigel coming through for the win in the as they led into the straight, but Liu coming back at him again, really pushing through to take that lead and that mental edge going in to that final.
Coming into this event.
Yeah, Liu dominant again, and Tati alongside, just seeing him glide past in the end. Tati did win a silver in the Europeans last year in Swansea, but has never won a global 400 metres medal. Great stride by Liu. And in the end, Van Weigel coming in on the inside in lane 2. Just narrowly pipped in the end, and Hoog in lane 1 in 3rd place. He just saw the wheel, but Liu gets the victory. Sorry for that previous caption, but it's Liu, Van Weigel and Hoog, the 1, 2, 3 in that, as we return to the shot put. And Svetlana Setsyuk, prime candidates, silver medal in the last Worlds and last year's Europeans, and expected to do very well in this, the Ukraine athlete. Also in this, Deepa Malik of India, silver medalist in the Worlds in Christchurch in 2011. Salas, world champion from Mexico in 2011. 468 her best, has her out in front. World record goes way back to 1994, and Christine Smith in New Zealand who set it in Berlin. Setsyuk has the longest lifetime best. Definitely seems to be under a bit of duress there. This F53, one of the seated categories for athletes who are in wheelchairs. Normally it's part of a combined event, so there'll be athletes maybe from 2 or 3 different categories together. Very difficult for a 53 athlete to win, but always medal potential. 465.
He said it's better.
Coming up next on the track is Rohit Tana, a man that we've seen win many a race so far this week. He even had to win an extra race in his 1500-meter heat, coming back after a protest, winning it twice and winning every other gold medal he's been entered in along the way.
Sastjuk getting it towards 5 meters. Yeah, best is 468. So Lu Yang successful on the track in the last race, and Sastjuk successful here at the moment. She's our leader for the time being. Lu Yang winning, 48.08. Van Wiegel second, 48.14. Hoog with 48.59. We'll have to wait.
So let's head to the women's discus throw at 57. Nasima Saifa, her third attempt. Currently in first place. First attempt of 33.11. This is her third. It certainly looks a lot bigger. She holds the world record already at 34.68. That one's close to it, but not close enough. 34.31. She remains in first position. So back to the track for the men's 400 metres T54. The second heat to take place. Lu Yang and Kenny Van Wiegel in the opening two places in Heat 1. And this one is Julian Cassidy, who we saw in the 1500 metres. Evan O'Hanlon spoke about that rerun in the heat where he took a heap of skin off his left-hand shoulder, so we'll be able to pick him out as we go along. Bichnok from Russia, who goes in 2. Dupont of Canada in 3. Garbi of Tunisia in lane 4. Almas of Sweden, who goes in 5. Samuel Carter of Australia in 6. Rohit Tana, who's already claimed the double of gold over 1500 metres and 5000 metres at these championships. He'll go in lane 7. And Kui Yangfeng of China, who head the medal table, goes in lane 8. So first two to automatically go through to the final. Next two fastest from these 3 heats will qualify as well. And out there in lane 6, it is Samuel Carter of Australia, who has got away to a very, very quick start. On his side, Nicholas Almas of Sweden has also gone away. And it is the Thai athlete Tana, who is just sitting there in third position at the moment. But on the inside of Almas, it's Yassine Garbi of Tunisia, who's now making a move as they come around with around 150 metres to go. It is Garbi who's up there now into first position. He's really pushed ahead, as the Tunisian athlete that's sitting back on the inside there in second place. It's Bichnok of Russia, but there's movement down the outside. Rohit Tana, who is there in third place at the moment. Izzy, but coming across the line, and it's Garbi who's going across. In second place, it is Bichnok who takes it, and then on the inside of him, it looks like Julian Cassidy, who's come across to take third place. 48.08 is the timing in that, with the first two to go through. It's Cassidy who will miss out. Garbi goes through 48.08, the official time. Rohit Tana has taken second place. He qualifies automatically as well, 48.82. It's Bichnok who's claimed third, 48.85 for him, and Cassidy has just been pipped to the line. He's in 49.01. So Bichnok there in third place. Tana, Rohit and Yassine Garbi going through in the opening places.
Well, Rohit Tana really has been busier than a one-armed bricklayer in Baghdad this week. He's And perhaps the number of races under his arms are starting to tell, because he was only in second place there. Nothing like his amazing performances, his supercalifragilisticexpialidocious performances that we've seen earlier this week.
So as they come across the finishing line there, Garbi of Tunisia. He took the lead with around 250 to go. And he came around the back straight on the final bend when he came into the 100 metres. And there it is. That's how close it was for second and third. Rawatana in second place, just getting across the line. Confirmation there. Yassine Garbi qualifying 48.08. Tana going through in second, 48.82, and 0.03 of a second. Bichenok missing out and taking third place with Castley in fourth.
So back to the long jump where it is really heating up. Lex Gillette looking very, very strong indeed, but that's going to be a foul against Acosta of Brazil, lying in seventh place. 5.72 is best in the previous round. His lifetime best is 6.33, which would put him into second place. Just hasn't quite been able to get the rhythm today. Chen of China, 5.86 in the second round. Oh, that's wayward. I think he might be okay. He took off in the laneway, landed in the pit. Now, he did fly out of the laneway temporarily. I was going quite well. That should, I think, be a white flag. Went right to the edge, which you'll see better this way. Yeah, he's okay. I have seen people go off the runway in this competition, particularly in the triple jump.
We're watching live shots of the women's Shot Put F53. The lead held by
Chen lying in sixth place going into this. He was 5.50 in the third round.
So Salash of Mexico in third, 4.01. There's Monga looking to get over that 4 metre mark.
You'll see he went across a little. He'd have lost a little bit of distance. Still being measured very closely, and obviously it's a manual management from the, not from the actual board, but the takeoff point all the way in. That's 5.96, and he's up to fifth place. Makes him a prime medal contender. He is now 18 centimeters away from the medals.
Just over the 4 metre line. Estella Salash of Mexico.
Porras of Spain.
Position with 4.01. So this could be an interesting mark.
Next to jump. Medals at 3 of the last 4 major championships, but missed out on London 2012.
Athlete on the runway in the long jump, nice and quietly. And 4.02 for Deirdre Mongan, so she moves into the
I think he still has a bit of time in order to get the run-up working.
Take a break and then she'll continue with rounds 4, 5 and 6.
In this event, and a lot of the guides will also be the coach. We've action in the women's shot put as well, and that is Deirdre Mongan of Ireland. who's got up into the medal positions, I can tell you in this. She's thrown 4.02. Setschuk leading for Ukraine, 4.68. Pamela Lejeune of Canada second, 4.28. And Mongan has just thrown beyond Estela Salas of Mexico by a centimetre to get up into third place. Now it's all 6 throws at once. There's only 2 to go after this. Korakida of Greece and Nedum of Bahrain. Well, Deirdre Mongan in a good position. Right now, it is a medal position. We'll have to skip away because we're on our way to the third heat, to the men's 400 meters, T54. And in this, the silver medalist in this from 2 years ago. Silver medalist, the Europeans last year also, Mark Schuh of Germany. There's Alex Adelaide, a bit inappropriately named as he's from France. For Australia, Richard Nichols. Watanabe of Japan, Liu of China, Kongen Thailand, Shu Haitar Al-Daheri. So away we go. Nicholson of Australia, Adelaide of France, Watanabe Japan, Liu of China, Kongen of Thailand, Shu of Germany, Haitar of the USA, and Al-Daheri of the United Arab Emirates. Just an hour's flight away from here. Mark Schuh, this really one of his specialties. He was a world champion in 2009 in the International Wheelchair Games of Bangalore. Discipline in which he's medaled at 3 major championships, and Shu still strongly in contention. Now a little bit of a rival from Liu Chen-Ming of China as they straighten up. It's Liu in front, it's Shu in second place, Kongen in between them for Thailand. It's only the top 2 automatically qualify, and those 2 are Liu and Shu, with Kongen in the middle. 48.05 the winning time, and that's official now. And Shu quite comfortably through in second place, was never really majorly troubled, neither was Liu. Kongen falling back a little bit. We expect a little bit more from the Thai athletes this time, especially from a man who's won silver in the 2 and bronze in the 50. T54 athletes always able to produce a great spread.
I think they will be the 2 fastest outside of the top 2.
Hug will go through, by the way, as the fastest loser. So if we lose a big name or 2, we won't lose him. Obviously, being 400 meters, the likes of Fernley, Weir, Waharam, Balde, Cassidy, we don't see in this. So Liu Chen-Ming is our winner, 48.05, and pretty much led from start to finish.
On the screen, the summary then of the qualifiers. Liu, the fastest qualifier, 48.05. Garvey, 48.08.
So Liu qualifies 48.05, Shu through 48.28, and Kongen is through as the fastest loser. Watanabe, who won bronze in the 10,000 2 years ago, finished last.
So less than 8/10
better at the sprints. Kongen and Hug are the fastest losers to qualify. Tana and Kongen progressing forward.
Shot Put, she stays in bronze with 4.02. Fatima Nedum of Bahrain will be next to put.
So now we can catch up again with Deirdre Mongan of Ireland, who's in a medal position at the moment. Every single Irish athlete, the 4 who've competed so far, have won a medal. Ola Barry, who's the 5th, is in a medal position. Deirdre Mongan, who's the 6th, is in a medal position. They're setting a very high standard.
They're not doing
to her best. This is attempt number 5. who allowed to take a sizable break after their first 3 throws. 6 all the way, and it is roasting here again. It's at least 35. Very high humidity as well today, so the sweat doesn't evaporate. 395. Look at the consistency, only 12 centimeters between all her throws to date for this 37-year-old Irish woman.
That means Rachel, I'm pretty sure that Marcel Hoog will make the final.
I believe she lives in Newcastle in County Down, which is a lovely place, south tip of Northern Ireland, by the sea. It's a documentary about her a couple of years ago on TV, but nothing to do with sport. To do with everyday life in Ireland. For those in a wheelchair. Well, right now, she's in the top 3 of the World Championships, and maybe, just maybe, might be able to pull off a big result. She's in 3rd place with 2 to throw, and she's in a, you might say, a slightly precarious position. She's in the bronze medal position, but that's it. Her competition's over. There's nothing more she can do. And in the bronze medal position, there to be shot at.
So let's go back to the men's long jump, T11. Lex Gillette, his 4th round jump. Well, that's got
the
a...
athletes struggling here with the noise from the crowd. That one looked like it might have hurt.
Yeah, that has to hurt that. You see he goes off the track, he comes back on. The guy there in front certainly is that dangerous. He's hit the side there, that has really hurt. He's got up and ran away, but that had to have hurt Lex Gillette.
Poor Lex there, just struggling.
Defending champion there, 2 fouls over his 3rd and 4th, but 6:34. He does still lead, does the American, but that does show how dangerous this T11 long jump can be, Evan.
It's obviously the crowd noise is playing into it a little bit, because I know that himself, Lex Gillette, and David Brown, who we've seen get a gold medal earlier this week, are both very comfortable in their home environments back in America on the track, walking around without a guide, without a stick, into the change rooms and into all the meeting rooms around the track.
Yeah, that is metal he's hit there. That's the like measuring tape on the far side there, so that we can see how far they've gone. This is Tunk's 5th attempt from Turkey. Start of the 5th round. He's currently in 8th position. Well, that is a good jump, straight down the middle of the track. Guide working with the athlete in unison. And 5:63, that's a new lifetime best for Mehmet Tunk of Turkey. So he is in 8th position after his 5th round in the men's long jump T11 final. Back to the track now for the women's 400 metres T54. We've just had the 3 men's heats take place. It's now time for the women's. First 3 qualify. 2 heats in the women's section, 3 in the men's. But in the women's, first 3 qualify, and the next 2 fastest advance. You may know the lady in lane 2, Lee Wen-jun. She's already picked up silver at Doha 2015 at 800 metres. She's picked up gold in the 100 metres. She'll go from lane 2. Irina Gulieva of Russia will go from 3. Levivor of the USA will go from lane 4. Gunilla Wallengren of Sweden will go in 5. Silver in the 1500 metres here already. Hannah McFadden, she took bronze over 200 metres. She'll go in 6 from the USA. Helbling of Switzerland in 7. And Subigeci of Turkey will go from lane 8. So away they go. Liu into Gulieva in 3, Levervore in 4, Wollongren of Sweden goes in 5, McFadden in 6, Helbling in 7, and Subageci of Turkey who goes in lane 8. And it's Hannah McFadden who moves up on the inside already of Helbling on the outside, but coming through straight away, Lee Wen-jun, the champion over 100 metres, the silver medalist over 800. She has moved around with 200 metres to go and taken the lead quite handsomely. On the outside there's the Turkish athlete Subageci, who looks like she's in second place, but she's being caught up by the rest of the pack. But way out in front, it is Li Wen-jun of China. The first 3 to qualify and go through to the final from this. And at this stage, it's certainly going to be Li Wen-jun who goes through in the lead. She's cruising down to the line. She'll coast across there in second place. It's Wollongren of Sweden who's in second place at the moment and going across in third place to take the automatic qualification place. The final one, it is Kelsey Levervore of the USA. Well, that was very, very easy indeed. 56.05, Hannah McFadden.
The Chinese athlete there,
in
well
third
in front.
place, Wollongren in second, and they are the 3 that qualify. Wollongren in 59.26 behind Li Wen-jun in 56.05, 59.93 for Irina Gulieva in a personal best for her, and also at the top it's Li Wen-jun with a personal best as well.
Li Wen-jun well in front by 200 metres and opting here to compete in a long sleeve t-shirt. I've seen a couple of the Chinese athletes competing in the long sleeve this week. Quite a surprise in the Doha Heat. Maddie Di Rosario back in the Australian hotel, she once told me that she would prefer to compete in a itsy-bitsy... Yeah. Damn it.
You've got it wrong, that doesn't matter, but what you mean, I know. But what they're doing, I think, is to do with the sun, because they're trying to keep the heat off their body. They're trying to keep themselves a little bit cooler. Sunburn obviously does become an issue, so the athletes, from that perspective, are trying to keep the sun off their body instead of having to use sunscreen.
Well, I'm sorry you failed your challenge. You're too young. You've never heard of Timmy Mallet. Here's the result. Liu wins at 56.05. Wollongren second for Sweden, 59.26. Gulieva third, 59.93. McFadden fourth. We'll have to wait.
In action in the F53, and it's Fatima Nedum of Bahrain, and she's moved immediately into the silver medal position with a put of 4.46. Takes a small break now, then she comes back for puts 4, 5 and 6. She's only 18 centimetres, but she's stepped short of Ukraine, and that means that Canada John now relegated to the silver medal position after Nedum.
So this is Fatima Nedum of Bahrain.
Korakida of Greece.
She's taking her mid-throws break. She's had 3 attempts. And the best of them is 4 meters 46 to put her into second place. So Pamela Lejeune of Canada drops to third. Deirdre Mongan of Ireland falls to fourth. And they have had all their throws. Dimitra Korakida of Greece is the last to go. Can she get further? 4.46. Her best so far, 4.68. Stetschuk, gold medal position. Now that is a serious throw. Had a foul in the third round. Stetschuk has had all her throws. 4.60 lifetime best this year would not be enough. That's 4.50. She's getting closer, 18 centimeters away to Stetschuk, our leader.
2 more puts to come.
It's around the same mark too.
Gets on with it nice and quickly. Very, very straightforward throwing style. Just a couple of rocks and into the release. That was a foul though.
That's gone down as her second foul.
Either the shot have to land in the sector, but also the athletes must conform to certain rules with regards to how they throw from the chair.
Final attempt.
Final attempt.
Needs to improve by 19 centimetres, that's not it either, so it will be silver at best for Fatima Nedum of Bahrain. Nation very, very close to here. Barely about an hour's flight. Lejeune in third, Mongan fourth, and only Korakida of Greece to throw. And Lejeune in that tentative bronze position. Stetschuk and Nedum guaranteed medals, but they're not sure what colour yet. Nedum at the moment in the silver medal position.
Worth keeping your eye on that shot put competition, because Korakida has been over 4 metres this year, 4 metres 06 and a lifetime best not too long ago.
So Stetschuk in the lead, 468.
Just had a few centimetres.
Nedum in second place for Bahrain. Lejeune third for Canada. Creditable performances from Deirdre Mongan, fourth for Ireland. Stella Salas, fifth for Mexico for now.
And there is the current situation after
Malik
the
of
first
India,
sixth on the screen.
So Heat 2 of the women's 400 metres. T54, the first 3 to go through. Amanda Kataya, the 200 metres gold medalist here in Doha. And Zhu Lihong of China, the 800 metres gold medalist. Both going in this.
Leader in the long jump about to go. Katashev to second place with 6:22 in the 5th round. And Costa de Oliveira into
Svetlana
bronze.
Konovalova of Russia.
Here comes Gillette.
The only athlete with a lifetime best outside a minute. Margaret Vandenbroek in this also from the Netherlands off the back of her excellent bronze medal in the 800. This is Hannah Babalola of Nigeria, who's gone far this week.
Have the same distance, 6:22, but it's the Ukrainian is in second place because he has a better second jump.
Sherry Madsen, what a comeback for her after over a decade out retired. Silver in the 200 this week, bronze in the 2 and the 4. 2 years ago in Lyon. It's Vandenbroek in 2, Konovalova 3, Babalola 4, Madsen 5, Kataya 6, Zhu 7, Kocherova in 8. Kataya winning the 200, Zhu the 8. And there's Margaret Vandenbroek, second major international championship medal after winning the silver in the 100.
So 6:34, the best for Gillette.
Last year.
Still waiting for that 5th round mark. Shouldn't be too long now. Tape measures taken away.
2 great champions, Ray, and Golden Brown.
Richard Brown.
He goes further, 6:38 for Gillette, he increases his lead.
In this nation, where there is always the sun.
الفعالية المقبلة على المنمار 400 متر T54 سيدة.
We're now into the final heat of the women's 400 meters T54.
Still waiting
Please be
on
quiet
the start
for your
line.
starter.
Quite a hold up. So away first time, Vandenbroek, Konovalova, Babalola, Madsen, Katoya, Zhu and Kocherova. We're expecting a lot from Zhu and Katoya here. This the middle distance between the 2 events in which they won the gold medal, and Katoya really coming of age, the 20-year-old Finn, the European champion over 100 meters, now the world champion over 2. And look at them both go. Katoya in 6 in the white for Finland. Zhu, the 800 meters champion, in the lane alongside for China. Very much between these 2. They've let the rest go. Kocherova behind in lane 8. Vandenbroek beginning to come a little good as well for the Netherlands, the bronze medalist in the 800. Zhu looking so well. It's been a great week here for China all the way so far. Zhu leading by a considerable amount, and it's Katoya and Vandenbroek who'll be jousting for second. Zhu is going to win this. It's 27, 57.82. Vandenbroek in second, and Katoya takes third place. 57.82, the unofficial winning time. That was quite simple in the end, and well, that's really setting down a marker to the rest, to Vandenbroek and Katoya, who might be expected to put in a challenge out of this heat. They're the three who go through, but Sue quite comfortable in the end.
57.82.
It's quite a stroll for the Chinese, looking to complete the 4 and the 8 double. And really, in the end, Evan O'Hanlon, it was a case of the rest doing their best to try and catch up. But Vandenbroek and Katoya, well, they were left well behind in the end.
Yeah, Zhu just too good for the field there. She'll easily progress through to the final. And we'll wait to see how the final will run, with both heats being won by the Chinese athletes. Maybe some showdown for a pair of friends, possibly.
There are the athletes lined up for you. They include the world record holder, the championship record holder, the defending champion.
Sue wins that, 57.82. Vandenbroek second, 59.11. Katoya through, and Madsen as a fastest loser.
12.35, also over 12 meters.
And these, the qualifiers with Madsen and McFadden. The All-American girls through, along with the 6 automatic qualifiers.
Classes F35 to F38 are allocated to
Ricardo Costa de Oliveira, his 5th jump in the long jump, currently in 7th position. That is good, though. Well, the guide has worked extremely well with the athlete there. We saw how difficult it was earlier when Lex Gillette went off the track and also off the jumping surface and injured his back. But nothing the matter with that from Ricardo Costa de Oliveira. Well, that is good. 6.22. That moves him up into 2nd position after 5 rounds. Here is Katishev. He's in 3rd position, his 5th attempt, so he's been relegated down after that last jump from the Brazilian. Let's see if he can respond. Well, I think he can respond. That there is long indeed. Lovely rhythm, lovely coordination, and working in tandem with the guide. Straight down the middle of the runway and straight down the middle of the pit. There's your answer, 6.22 into 2nd place and back where he was before, in his silver medal position, Ruslan Katishev in 2nd position, and Costa de Oliveira moves down to 3rd. Lex Gillette currently leads, injured himself a moment or two ago. This is his 5th attempt. Let's see if he can get this one a bit better. Well, that does look much better, and that does look good indeed. 6.34, his best in his 1st jump. Before that, 5.12 in his 2nd, fouls in the 3rd and the 4th, and that there is 6.38 for Lex Gillette. So he extends his lead by a further 4 centimetres at the top. He now leads by 16 seconds over Ruslan Katishev.
16 centimetres, that would be, not seconds. But Lex Gillette there.
That's what I said.
That's what you meant.
That's what I said. Don't you worry about that.
But Lex Gillette there, coming back quite well from his previous jump, which he landed outside the pit. That's showing a lot of bravery there. Yeah. I don't think I'd be able to attempt something like that after just hurting myself.
Well, there it is after round 5. 6.38, he leads from Ruslan Katishev by 16 centimetres. And in 3rd place, Ricardo Costa de Oliveira, rounding up the bronze medal at the present time. 1 round to go then in the men's long jump T11 final.
In the final round of the long jump T11.
The crowd enjoying themselves today, and they'll enjoy this as well. The first heat in the men's 400 metres T13 event. European champion Igor Sharov will go there in lane 3 of Russia. He's already taken 800 metres gold at these championships. And down in lane 6, the man who won silver over 100 metres, Gustavo Henrique Araujo of Brazil. So Cheryl will go in 3. Guido Zacharias of Mozambique will go out in lane 4. The African Alexei Labzin of Russia in lane 5. Gustavo Henrique Araujo of Brazil in lane 6. And Marquise Price of the USA will go in lane 7. Defending champion of Namibia, Nambala Johannes, he'll go in the second heat. First 3 will qualify through to the final. Next 2 fastest as qualifiers.
Your athletes are on the scoreboard. Please be quiet for your start.
Alexander Zverev of Russia holds the championship record set back in 2011 in Christchurch in New Zealand. The world record stretches all the way back to 1999, 47.88 by Adesoji Adekunyi of Nigeria. That will take some beating. So the starter just waiting for a bit of silence. Sharov in 3, Zacharias in 4, Labzin in 5, Araujo in 6, and it's Price of the USA who goes in 7, and he's got out very quickly indeed. Marquise Price in lane 7, he's out in front there by a few metres at the moment, but coming through there on the inside is the Russian athlete, Igor Sharov, 2014 European champion, gold medalist over 800 metres, and he's got out to a very quick start, just cruising through there at the moment into first place, and he's doing it rather easily. Marquez Price out there in lane 7 in the lead, but Sharov realised he's got the measure, I think, there. Price on the outside in lane 7, coming through from Russia. Labzin in 3rd place, but the Russian in Igor Sharov, the European champion, well, he almost could have had a sleep on that run around there. Such was the ease he went through. He finished in 2nd place. Hardly worked up a sweat. 51.80, the winning time there for Marquise Price of the USA. So he goes through in 1st place. Sharov goes through in 52.24.
Price
2nd, and Labzin of Russia also going through 52.257. So Russia going through there in 2nd and 3rd place. Zacharias of Mozambique in 4th. And Araujo decided not to start at the last moment, so he wasn't in the race there. He won silver over 100 metres at these championships already, but Evan O'Hanlon, that was a bit of a cruise there, wasn't it, for the European champion?
Yeah, I think both the Russians in that, the Russian in that heat knew he had the measure of the field and relaxed most of the way. I was quite surprised at how fast Price went out and continued to go towards the line. I think that was probably a silly tactical error.
Well, there we go, 52.24 for that man, Sharov, who came in 2nd place. 52.57 for Labzin, but at the top, Marquez Price, 51.78 in the winning time.
Gold medalist, this is his last jump.
Another terrific day in Doha, particularly if you're Nassima Saifi. She has won gold for Algeria. She passed up her final 3 throws. Didn't need to progress, 34-31 in the 3rd round. Gains her the gold medal for Algeria. Saifi successfully defends her world title. Stella Neva, Bulgaria, the European champion with silver, and it's Ireland's 5th medal of the week. It is bronze for Orla Barry, 29.82. Algeria gold, Bulgaria silver, Irish bronze.
So back to the T11 men's long jump. Elchin Muradov with his final jump of the competition. 6.18 was his best. His third jump for that one, but that one looks, well, that is absolutely perfect, isn't it? You can't get much better than that. Full use of the board, right down the middle, and a good jump indeed. You'd expect that to be a better one than what he's already got. 6.18 to beat for him. 6.38 for the man in first place, but it's 6.27, so he stays in second position for Azerbaijan, Elchin Muradov. But here's the man who is atop the leaderboard, the world record holder. Also defending champion from 2013. One triple jump, silver in 2013 as well. Lexi Gillette. Well, at one point there, it looked as though he was going to get a little bit wide and hit that board again. It didn't happen. 6.38 is best that came in the 5th round. He's in first position. And no matter what happens there, he's going to claim the gold medal. But the question is, can he go any further than what he's already got? Doesn't seem likely. You can just see there he goes from right to left on the screen as you're looking at it. And earlier he hit that blue measuring board on the far side. But he's picked up the gold medal, regardless of what he actually does in this jump. So he has defended that championship he won 2 years ago in Lyon. 5.80, he's holding the flag there. It doesn't matter that he hasn't beaten the earlier mark. He does take the gold medal. So it's gold for USA in the men's long jump T11. It'll be silver for Azerbaijan, and the Ukraine through Ruslan Gatiev will take bronze medal. Confirmation of the final results then, 6.38 for Lex Gillette. Elchin Muradov, a personal best of 6.27, and Ruslan Gatiev, also a personal best, winning on countback from Costa de Oliveira, 6.22 for Ruslan Gatiev of Ukraine.
Lex Gillette there taking out the gold medal. He's also writes and records his own music, and you can get on to, I believe he's got his own website there, so you can get on there and have a listen to some of the music he's written. He writes about competing as a blind athlete and about other experiences he's had in his life as a blind man.
He is the world champion, the best a man can get. So, Heat 2 of the men's 400 meters, T13. And going in this is the 200 meters champion from Namibia, Nambala Johannes. Mohamed Amgoun of Morocco, also quite speedy. His lifetime best is considerably faster than the championship record set in Christchurch 4 years ago. So Camry F in 3, Amgoun in 4, Costin in 5, Johannes in 6, and Hugo Cavaco of Portugal is in lane 7. Cavaco trying to go up very fast. Johannes also likely to be to the fore really straight away. That's a very ambitious start by the Portuguese, way off over in lane 7. They're wearing white singlets this time instead of the usual red and green. Expect Johannes to shoot away in the final sector of this, and the long strides come now, pretty much on cue. He and Amgoun both looking very solid. It's these two in the front in the closing straight, and Cavaco gave it his best, but he's falling back. And it's Johannes for Namibia, who'll take the triumph. And Amgun in second place, almost picked to it by Kamrev of Uzbekistan, but it's Johannes who gets the triumph there. And it's 50.12, the unofficial winning time. It's just been rounded down by 100 from 50.12 to 50.11. And the time now made official, and Johannes making official his claim for glory here. Amgun also very good. Hugo Calico perhaps felt that his only chance was to get away out in front early, and hopefully wear down the rest of the chase. Didn't happen.
Supporting the other athletes.
Notice Johannes just had a nasal malfunction immediately after the gun. It didn't put him off, got into his stride, got the win. 50.11.
Yes, Calico going out quite fast there, and there was a lot of congestion for second place with about 200 meters to go. The Moroccan athlete, I thought, made everything look quite easy, but Johannes there from Namibia rounding them all up and crossing the line in first.
Victory for Nambala Johannes. 50.11 seconds. Amgun second for Morocco. Kamrev third for Uzbekistan. And the quirk of mathematics shows that all 5 go through.
There on the screen you can see the summary, the qualifiers for the 400-meter T13, led by
Johannes the fastest, Amgun second.
in Doha, 50.11.
Quite a bit slower. Look at Kosti. Fastest loser, but 4th fastest overall. T13, the category of least visual impairment.
Going to be good final by one, Nambala Johannes.
Those were the 5
Fastest qualifier,
fastest.
already picked up a gold medal. Looking for a second one in the 400 meters.
Now we have a 3rd women's shot put event coming up. It's F35. It is the one of the cerebral palsy divisions, and it is the normally weakest in strength of the standing categories. Maria Pomazan, very successful in a lot of events. I think she's actually quite a good track athlete as well, but we've seen her win numerous medals for Ukraine down through the years. She is one of the 5 in this. And Chanel Van Zyl of South Africa in this also, along with Wang Yun of China. And to get us underway for Uzbekistan, it's Delia Frusku Akmaknanova. .778, her lifetime best set this year. And Uzbekistan pretty much, along with Azerbaijan, as east as you can go. In Europe. Actually, I think Uzbekistan's just over the border.
So we're underway then with the women's shot put F35. Start the foul, and China will be next to go.
European football athletics in Kazakhstan are still in the Asian Games. That'll be a big X against the Uzbek.
Hopefully, providing she doesn't foul. Here comes
Wang Jun is coming
Shot Put
next.
F35. It'll take about half an hour, I would say, to complete.
So Wang of China with her first throw of the competition. 12:07, a lifetime best. Silver in 2013, and that is reasonably big indeed.
Well, plenty of action on the field and on the track, plenty of action in the main.
The second of 5 athletes
by,
in this F35 shot put.
Came up to 8 meters 40 in the long jump.
Well, that yellow line there, you can see, is the world record held by Maria Pomazan, who will go last of the 5. And that is going to really challenge the record. Well, 12:20 is a new Asian record. It breaks her former lifetime best, which was 12:07. It is now 12:20 for Wang Jun and puts her up into first position. South Africa's Chanel Van Zyl
of South Africa
to go next.
F35 competition.
Van Zyl with a season best of 8:76. Lifetime best of 9:18. It won't be up there near the lifetime best, I can tell you, because it's under the 9 metre mark. 8:76 so far for the year.
76 this year. Tapping over 9 metres in the park.
It's not far off the 9 metre mark. She's around, I'd say, 8:60 there or thereabouts. Just stretching her legs out there to work on the rhythm. 8:16. So she moves into second place now. 3 of the athletes have currently thrown as we head back to track action. Men's 100 metres T47 opening heat of action there. First 3 to go through.
Classes T42 to T47 are for athletes with limb deficiencies. Classes 45 to 47, the arms are affected by amputation.
2 non-starters in lane 1.
Activity limitations.
First 3 in each heat will qualify, and the next 2 fastest. Fastest man in the field is Graciano González Isidoria of Cuba. Goes in lane 2, has a 10.95 against his name this year.
The non-starter in lane 1, Ferreira from Brazil, being injured. He hurt his hamstring over at the world's fastest Paralympian race not too many weeks ago now, and that's a big blow to this 100 metres.
And it's also lane 3, Azizi of Afghanistan, who won't start as well. So 6 starting. González Isidoria of Cuba in 2. Nasson goes in 4. Wang in 5. Townsend Roberts in 6. Trunov, bronze in the European Championships last year. He'll go in 7. And Villarreal of Argentina will go in lane 8. And away they go. And in the inside is the American athlete, Townsend Roberts, who looks to have taken the lead there. But coming through on the inside, it's China and Cuba. Well, I think it might be González Isidoria who's taken the result there from Wang Hao of China, 11:04. That's going to be very tight indeed. I'm sure, though, González Isidoria may have pinched it, but Wang has been given the win in 11:05 of China. Isidoria 11:07 for him, so 0.02 of a second in it, and 11:25 for the third place athlete there in Townsend Roberts. But that is an Asian record for the man who's gone through there. 11.05 there for Wang Hao of China. That was a very, very tight race indeed. The top 3 going through, so we know who they're going to be. González Isidoria in second, Wang Hao in first, and Townsend Roberts will also go through of the USA as the top 3.
Yeah, I thought the US athlete had a pretty good start there. The Chinese athlete really made the middle of the race his, but the Cuban continued to push towards the line, narrowly missing out on the first position there.
Well, Wang eventually got into his stride. It was Townsend Roberts who looked like he was in a strong position, but he ended up finishing in 3rd place. The American, there is Wang coming through, just in front on the dip from González Isidoria on the inside. A heat of dip, perhaps he'd have got there, but there it is. Wang, he goes across by 0.02 of a second in 1st place. Graciano González Isidoria, who goes through in 2nd, and Roderick Townsend Roberts, who takes 3rd place in a personal best time for him of 11.25 seconds for the American.
There on the screen, the new area record.
2 non-starters, Azizi of Afghanistan and Patricia Ferreira dos Santos of Brazil.
She's held by one of the competitors in 2nd place.
Women's Shot Put F35. This is Wang Jun. We saw her
area record, Asian record of 12:20 in the first round. Now that golden line is the world record mark held by Maria Pomazan of Ukraine, the reigning champion, 12:35. That bounced really close, but I think just on the other side. This could be a great battle for gold. Pomazan with 10:14 in the first round, yet to really get into her stride. She's in second place. 12:23 extends her Asian record by 3 centimeters. Van Zyl of South Africa, 8:16 in the opening round. Pomazan, the reigning world champion. None of the other medalists from 2 years ago in this now, and that's just shy of 8 meters.
As mentioned, Fonseca has been over 9 meters at her absolute best. And improves to 8:42. Next up, Oliveira, currently in bronze medal position with 8:59.
And that is 8:42 by Van Zyl. Now for Brazil, Maravana Oliveira, 8:69, her lifetime best. And she repeats that. Put it into the bronze medal placing at the moment. Nova of Uzbekistan has had a couple of fouls by this stage. Oliveira, can she improve at the 8:59 from the previous round? I think she has, you know. That looks a little further on towards 9. 8:69, her lifetime best. And it wasn't set this year either.
In the 200 meters, so lots of quality here. There is the full start just on the screen. Hittenberger of Austria in lane 2. Lasu of Indonesia in
good effort. Very good effort. She likes it with every reason. 8:86. A new lifetime best, and she goes into the bronze medal position. As we go into Heat 2 of the men's 100 meters T47. And in this is the reigning European champion from Poland, Michał Matus, and the gold medalist in the 200 meters, Johansson Nascimento of Brazil.
Okay, one for the start, please, again.
Gab Cole of Australia going this one. His season so far hasn't been overly quick, but he's got a lot of quick times on the board in the past couple of years. Duras from Poland also being talked about as possibly being part of the Polish able-bodied relay team at one stage there.
They do have a very, very good squad in that. So Hittenberger, Losu, Nascimento, Briggs, Cole, Duras, Tagawa. And away they go. First time of asking. Duras going very well in 7, and Cole for Australian lane 6. And here goes Nascimento, the 200 meters champion. It's Nascimento, and it's Duras, and it's Cole. They are the 3 who qualify in that order for the final of the men's 100 meters T47. Very good start it was by Cole. Brilliant, I thought, for Australia. But you can't beat class, and that's what Nascimento has. And he stormed through to get a very, very credible victory. 11.0 for the winning time. It's a season's best for him. The championship record held by Duras from a couple of years ago in Lyon.
Just give you the unofficial qualifiers as we see it.
Duras, the reigning European champion. World champion too at T46. Cole finished second behind him 2 years ago. Cole getting off to an absolutely sensational start. Unable to keep it going, but comfortably in the top 3. You don't really get anything for winning your heat apart from a slightly better lane draw in the final.
And there it is confirmed. Summary on the
Duras there of Poland, I think, taking it quite easy. With about 40 metres to go, he was already starting to look across to check his positioning in the race. Seeing that Nascimento was still pushing towards the line, I think he was comfortable to come home in second, save it for the final, because it is quite hot out here and he doesn't want to push himself too much before the final showdown.
Yes, I've got 2 superstars on my
So Johansson Nascimento, who won the bronze in this 2 years ago, getting the win against Duras, who took the gold, and Cole, who took the silver. The 1-2-3 from 2 years ago, the 1-2-3 in this race.
Cole won't be happy there with that 11:21. I think he'll be looking to go sub-11 in the final.
So let's head back to the women's shot put F35. That's the end of the track action for the morning session.
And these the qualifiers. Nascimento, the fastest. Wang Hao just behind. Gonzalez Isidore of Cuba. Oh, very tightly matched, isn't it? Lifetime best for Roderick Townsend Roberts as well. Duras and Cole, gold and silver last time out. 4th and 5th fastest here. Pomazan, good chance of the shot put.
Second attempt for Pomazan. Well, there's that yellow line of the world record mark that she does hold. 10:14 in her first. That one there is much, much bigger. Well, she's just fallen short of her own world record, which stands at 12 metres and 35 centimetres. That was set in Lyon 2 years ago at the World Championships. 12:18. She hasn't come up too far short, 17 centimetres short of that. So Wang into her third round. An Asian record with her second throw of 12:23. What can she do with this one? Well, that's up there as well. That is definitely in the 12-metre category. Almost around the same mark as she threw in her second when she broke that Asian record. 12.17 moves her back into first position.
Is the other fastest qualifier from Heat 2. So you've seen the top 3 in both heats.
So Chanel Van Zyl of South Africa.
This is the last event left, so we're with this pretty much all the way. 8:42 at best so far, coming in the second round, and that might be a slight improvement, but only by a small bit. There's a gold chase and a battle for bronze in this. 8:30 is not an improvement for Van Zyl.
Yes, I've got 2 superstars.
Let's join Maravana Oliveira of Brazil now.
And Richard Brown from USA. Now we saw Richard smash the world record, your own world record, in the T44 200 metres.
All the other field events are done and dusted now. Oliveira 8:69 was a lifetime best going into this. 8:86 in the previous round, and that might be better. It's again close to the 9-metre line. Consistently solid throwing by Oliveira. The Brazilian has done superbly here.
And I just enjoyed the conditions here. And yeah, this was at the end when you were record, and I'm really happy about it.
And you're only 1 centimetre off the Olympic Greg Rutherford's jump. Does that show how much Paralympics?
Sensational throwing.
Exactly, that's what I wanted to show, and I think we all can show.
And 8:86 again matches her lifetime best.
Now to show the world that what Paralympic athletes can achieve, and I think we did.
I love that, quite far and quite fast. I think we're a little bit better than that with world records. And you've got your 100 metres. Can we see the world record go for 100 metres?
I'm definitely shattering that thing. Jerry broke the world record in Toronto, and I definitely want it back, so I'm looking to go.
Well, the Ukrainian here are going for a 3rd world title in a row, having won it in 11 and 13, and reigning European champion as well.
Who do we think is going to win the relay this year, guys?
We have our team is pretty good this year, so but Germany looks well. We got Felix, got Johannes, so Germany has a really strong team, so I know it's going to be a battle.
What have you got to say about that, Marcus?
Yeah, well, hopefully we can challenge the US team this time a bit, and I think we're pretty good sprinters, then yeah, hopefully we can challenge them and we will, yes, to the finish line.
And we can't forget that we've got a very...
And Parmesan with a new world record, 13:05. A sensational throw from the woman who's achieved everything in the sport.
We'll see both Richard and
Absolutely
Marcus later on this
magnificent
week in
throwing
their
by
races.
her,
So both
and you could
congratulations
not
so
have
far.
asked, really and truly, much more than that.
Well, Richard Brown has joined us up here in the commentary position. A world record.
Yes.
Have you enjoyed it?
I felt good. I can't quite enjoy it yet. Still got the 100 to go. Got a lot of big things planned for the 100, and we got the relay after that. So I'll enjoy it after I'm done working.
How difficult has it been with these weather conditions with the athletes? What have other athletes said? What have they been speaking about? The weather obviously perfect, but it's still very, very hot for running.
It is hot. Just staying hydrated, but we're using these conditions to our advantage. The track is so fast. The conditions have been great. The wind has been a little dodgy at times, but we've been pulling in some legal fast times. There have been so many world records. Marcus broke a world record. I broke a world record. There's been world records in the Wheelies, the VIs, everybody. So it just seems to be a perfect condition out here.
I don't know if you saw anything from the 5,000 metres T11 last night when Jose Santos fell in the last 120 metres. Obviously, it's much more difficult for the guys who are going in those long distances. But when you're out there on the track, when you're warming up in the morning, do you have to change your routine because of this weather?
No, everything pretty much stays the same. The only thing that changes is hydration, and you want to make sure that you stay out the sun as much as possible and, you know, keep your body in A1 condition. So it's all about preparation out here. Nothing much else changes.
You mentioned the 200 metres. You've got the 100 metres to come. As you build towards Rio next year, how are your preparations?
Changed coaches in obviously recently, a couple of weeks before Rio. Not Rio, a couple of weeks before Doha. Sorry about that. And I'm just really looking forward to going into next year. We have a lot of big things planned. I plan on running a lot faster than I've been going, so definitely going to Rio and win three gold medals. Did
I read somewhere that you're afraid of butterflies and bugs?
I'm terrified of bugs. Anything with more than 4 legs, man, I don't mess with. so that's insects, arachnids, anything.
Lucky you're dealing with people with 2 legs now, isn't it?
And I mean, that was a terrific victory the other night. I mean, it was looking like going into a big rivalry opening up between yourself and Alan Oliveira, but that's one monkey off the back, if you like, in terms of getting a major championship gold medal here.
Yeah, most definitely. I thought it was going to be a bit of a more challenge than what it was, but at the end of the day, I came out here and I executed the things I needed to do, and I came out with the result I wanted. Looking forward to the 100. Jared's not here, Johnny's not here, so I know I'm going to have to go out there and put on the show pretty much by myself, and I'm racing the clock. So
Johnny Peacock should be in Rio. You, Oliveira, it's looking tasty.
Definitely. You have Jared Wallace, Felix Strange coming out of the woodworks, doing his thing, but at the end of the day, it's the Richard Brown show. So I know going into next year in the Rio, if I do the things that I need to do, I can't be beat. So I'm just preparing, doing the things I want to do, and running fast.
Love a bit of man, a bit of confidence. Richard Brown, thank you very much for taking the time and joining us here. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Well done. Best of luck for the future, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Already a world title there for Richard Brown. We'll also be joined very shortly by Marcus Ray. We have a medal ceremony to come as well.
Well, Marcus Ray will join us in the coming moments, but first of all, it's medal ceremony time.
Ceremony for the men's shot put F44.
Ceremony.
Derek Suey, technical delegate of the Doha 2015 IPC Athletics World Championships, and Al Shigar, IPC Athletics
Men's long jump T11 coming up. This is the men's shot put F44, which was a terrific competition in its own right.
Representing the USA, David Blair.
Well, David Blair, great achievement for him. We'll be hearing from Marcus Rain very, very soon indeed, as soon as the winning anthem is played here.
الميدالية الفضية.
Representing Denmark, Jackie Christiansen.
For once, it is silver for the great Jackie Christiansen of Denmark. He's won the last 3 Paralympic titles, Athens, Beijing and London, and the last 2 World Championships, but couldn't make it 3 in a row as he found himself turned over.
Gold medalist and IPC Athletics World Champion.
Jackie Christiansen, a big name. He really is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious over the last couple of years. But this man from Slovakia standing up atop the podium and saying, I am the walrus.
What he is the world champion to go to his European title as well, the Slovak Adrian Matuzik. A brilliant final effort of 17-19, and Jackie Christiansen has been turned over. An astonishing triumph by the Slovak. So the European champion is now the world champion too.
Ladies and gentlemen, your IPC Athletics World Championship medalists.
السيدات والسادة أصحاب الميداليات أبطال العالم.
It was a national anthem with a false end, actually, the Slovak one.
Well, that's our final ceremony of the morning session. One more to go. I'm getting ahead of myself. We do have another one. Long jump T11. In the meantime, let's fill a bit of space, shall we? Because we've got another special guest. We had Richard Brown a moment or 2 ago. Now it's Marcus Ray. Marcus, a world record. That was a mark which was up there with Rutherford's able-bodied record. How do you feel after that? You know you went out there, you knew you were going to jump big, but did you expect to go that big?
Well, definitely no. I think it was really, really big. I knew that I'm in a good shape, and I thought I can really go close to my personal best. But yeah, I was really happy.
Yes, Marcus Ray, we're just going to get you into shot at the moment. Because your mark was, I think, only 1 centimetre behind the winning distance in Beijing for Greg Rutherford, but it was better than the mark that won the Olympic title in London. And you, across lots of sports websites that we've read here in the past few days, well-known sports websites have caught on to this as well as in the IPC athletics movement. Lots of people paying you a lot of attention now.
Yeah, well, I think that's really great, and I think it's not just good for me. I think it's just good for the whole Paralympic movement, and I'm really happy that we get more people watching us, and yeah, I think it's a great success for us.
What have you made of Doha in general?
Sorry.
What have you made of Doha in general as far as with the athletes? Have they enjoyed the facilities? They've enjoyed the hospitality of Doha?
Yeah, it's really great. We just
came, we just departed, and yeah, it's really nice. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, it's quite hot. I'm happy that I don't have to compete in the morning session, so I was quite happy with the afternoon session around 4.
I guess when you look at Rio next year, probably it won't be this hot, but similar type of conditions, maybe not the humidity we've got here, but it is good preparation as you look towards Rio 2016.
Yeah, well, it's a good preparation. That's exactly what I think, and yeah, now we have just a relay left, and we go back to training, and I'm really happy for the coming year and the coming season.
I have to ask you one more question. After you go into a major competition and you finish with such a, you got a world record out of this, you get the gold medal, do you feel a letdown after the competition that you've built up to it so much and then all of a sudden it's over?
Well, definitely, yeah. Well, I was really focusing on this competition, and I was really looking forward. I trained hard the last months, really hard, and I wanted to go for the best shape this season. So yeah, then I could achieve it, and I'm really happy. You know, some pressure went down, and I'm really happy to go for the relay and challenge the US team a bit. I just talked to Richard already, and yeah, hopefully we can have a nice race there.
I mean, you're jumping really long now. We'll see you at the Paralympic Games in Rio. What about the other shindig a few weeks earlier, the Olympic Games? Because there's been a bit of talk that you are now jumping Olympic standard length.
Yeah, well, we'll see. There's a lot of discussion about the Olympics next year. I think it would just be a great advert if Paralympic athletes could compete more with the Olympic athletes as well. And I think it's a great advert for us to show the whole world what Paralympic athletes can achieve. And I think that's a great message, and we should show it or bring it to the world.
Marcus Rain, we're going to have to leave it there, but thank you very much for your time. We really appreciate it, and we wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
And great success for the future.
Thanks.
Marcus Rain getting a lot of attention up here as a result, having won his own category of the men's long jump, and now the T11 men's long jump ceremony with Ruslan Katishev of Ukraine gaining the bronze medal. It's a great silver medal. Silver for Azerbaijan and Elchin Muradov.
Gold medalist and IPC Athletics World Champion.
الفائز بالميدالية الذهبية هو بطل العالم في ألعاب القوى لذوي الإعاقة.
Representing the USA, Lex Gillette.
But it's another great long jump champion. He retains his world crown for the United States. It's Lex Gillette, his second world championship gold, having taken this title 2 years ago in Lyon. 3 silver medals in the last 3 Paralympic Games. Could he break the silver streak in Rio next year?
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you are able to the national anthem of the United States of America.
السيدات والسادة الرجل
We'll be hearing this in 11 months' time.
الوطني للولايات المتحدة الأمريكية.
Ladies and gentlemen, your IPC Athletics World Championship.
So that brings to an end the medal ceremony for the men's long jump T11 We had a couple of special guests up here a moment or two ago, Evan O'Hanlon, Richard Brown, who you obviously know, and also Marcus Raymond. I spoke to the athletes about the warm-up track and how difficult things are. Obviously you're not out there, but you know from being out in the warm-up track how difficult it can be in these conditions, so you have to have a favourite venue almost that you are at and you feel comfortable with.
Yeah, look, it can be really difficult when you move into different stadiums and move around the world and the conditions are different. And you've got to get into that zone where you're comfortable, and to try and do that sometimes I try and remember my fiance, and she's from the Czech Republic, so I sometimes listen to Bohemian Rhapsody just to calm down.
Well, there you are. Here's Wang with her 6th attempt in the women's shot put F35 final. Parmesan, of course, the world record holder and defending champion. Wang in 2nd place. Needs something big here. Parmesan breaking her own world record, 13.85. That there is a foul, though. So no improvement for Wang Jun of China. She takes 2nd place. And here is the reigning champion, broken her own world record on her 6th attempt to see if she can go any further. Well, they're certainly out there at the 13-metre mark. The question is, has she gone further than 13.05? I'm not sure if she's got as far as her new world record.
Confirmation coming shortly on the screen of those results from the Shot Put F35s.
She knows she's won already. She is quite some athlete. Hugs and kisses all round. And why not? 12.17, it doesn't matter for the last throw. 13.05. Women's shot put F35 champion, Maria Parmesan of Ukraine.
On sale, 911, 765, but it was Becky in 5th.
Confirmation of that world record as well, breaking her previous mark by quite some distance. 12.35 before that. Now it's up to 13.05. Asian record for Wang Jun in 2nd place of 12.23. And Oliveira of Brazil, a South American record of 9.17 metres for her, picking up the bronze medal in the women's shot put F35. So, where does that leave us? Midway through day 6, the People's Republic of China, 41 at the top. They still reign supreme ahead of the Russian Federation on 34, the USA on 21, Great Britain on 14, Tunisia in 5th, Australia in 6th position. But do join us again for the session in the afternoon. 4 o'clock it will be. From me, Tolson Tollett, Will Downing and Evan O'Hanlon. See you then. Bye-bye.
service. Qatar Airways, world's 5-star airline. Bring the action. الاستثمار العقاري والإنشاءات، الصناعة والتجارة، السياحة والضيافة، الرياضة وتقنية المعلومات، الصحة والتعليم، الزراعة والنقل، إدارة المنشآت والحلول اللوجستية، مجموعة